Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the New England Patriots. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots come out led by the four-time Super Bowl MVP and owner of a record 6 Super Bowl rings, arguably the greatest to ever play the game, Tom Brady. And we keep asking the same questions every year. How much longer can he keep doing this? Is this the year the dynasty crumbles? And every year Brady comes out and leads his team to the Super Bowl. They've been there now 3 years in a row, and only one team has made it 4. That's the Buffalo Bills. But remember, they lost all 4 in the early 90s. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Cowboys under head coach Jason Garrett as they get set for their first opportunity. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now the young man was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Phillip Lindsay. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And the offensive starters for Dallas.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. On first down, it's Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw it with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Julio Jones. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And that's complete to Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Wilson dancing to his left. He'll try and run him, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
If there's ever such a thing as a downside to such a nice drive, it's that we didn't get a chance to talk about them earlier. But I would have said, keep an eye on this offensive line and let's see how it performs. And so far, so great, because they've already gotten their running back into the end zone.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 23. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's take it.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Here's Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
72.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They run with Bell on first down as he'll get forward for about 5 yards. Trey Boston up to make the tackle. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to find Kirk complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. This complete to the tight end, Clay. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Brady again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Brady.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Trent Murphy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the 1st down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard. Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit. Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From midfield now, here's Wilson.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They can't stop him. They cannot hold up.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Third and long, it's Wilson. It's caught, Jones. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards.
And a Cowboy first down.
On 1st down, Wilson rolling to his right. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Past the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
They'll run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Phillip Lindsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Bell. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Come on, fellas.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a 1-possession lead, looking to expand that now. From the 24, Wilson finds his tight end Ingram. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a carry for Lindsey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Wilson, blitz coming, and down he goes. Barry Church coming on the safety blitz, and he gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Wilson, flush to his right. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Mike 50. Hey, pick your game up. Now you gotta go in and out. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time, but now it's third and goal. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense that...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Tom Brady needing a fourth-quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. The throw over the middle, taken in. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Brady. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. 7 yards there and a first down. Brady, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. Open man is Kirk, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, they'll throw with Brady. This short throw caught by Goddard. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Brady to throw. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Touchdown, Patriots.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. Back to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now it's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. The 20, 10, he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Able to get the pressure, get a paw on it, knock it down. And then go and grab it and take it into the end zone. What a play. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 4, a little over 40 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Yeah, they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Sanders. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This to cut the lead to 1. And now they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that will make this a more difficult prospect. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Wilson to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Patriots, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move